Mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check. 1, 2, 3. Let me make sure the music isn't too loud. I'm out here vibing, y'all. What's going on? All right, so we're good. What is up, everybody? I have missed y'all, kind of. It's been a while since we've been able to actually get on here and just kind of stream and vibe out and just do some stuff. And I promise I'm gonna get back to that. But we've had some things going on. Oh, I got me a sexy lady in the chat. Hey there, but I can't be talking to you like that because I got a wife, so you gotta chill out. So, like I said, I haven't been on here as my normal self lately. Been getting a lot of stuff done, but I'm to get trying to get some work done. I got some personal goals and things that I want to get set, and I figured, you know what, I'm sitting here. Space is a little slow today, so let's get some work done. And why not boost up the algorithm a little bit and get on here. So if this is your first time watching, wherever you're watching, which I think we're streaming on 4 different platforms today. So we are streaming on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn. Yeah, so we're streaming on those 4: Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and LinkedIn. But thank you for joining. We are streaming from the Alpha Esports Technology channel because that's where I am. And because this isn't going to be anything cybersecurity related, we're not streaming on Alpha Cybersecurity today. But like I said, thank everybody for tuning in. So what are we going to be working on today? So today, I've been slowly taking some time to build out an automation server or an automation process. And now, what is automation, or what is an automation server? Well, automation is exactly what it sounds like. It's the concept of building out processes that will allow you to run them with minimal or no interaction. So you can set it and forget it. Essentially, you can set it one time and get it working. So what can you do with that? You can do a lot of different things with automation. You can create email processes for newsletters. You can create Discord bots. You can create, if you're a content creator, you can create the faceless YouTube channels that are so popular these days. I think it's going to probably start slowing down from a monetization point because I know YouTube is cracking down on those faceless channels and what you can do with AI. But we're going to try to do it anyway because I think it's still a good skill to have as we move forward with AI and automation. These are skills that are definitely going to be needed. So yeah. Now, if you want to get an in-depth lesson or video on how to set everything up, drop a comment in the comment section below. I'm sorry, it's been a while since I've done an actual talking head live stream, but drop a comment in the section below and let me know if you want me to create a video on how to create this process, right? So we're going to be using a tool called N8N, and I actually I created a self-hosted version because I'm paranoid and I don't want to have all my stuff out there for the open internet. So we're going to do a lot of things self-hosted. We're going to work on creating a self-hosted. We created a self-hosted server for automation, but we're also going to look into creating a self-hosted large language model server as well. So our own AI server, essentially, so that we can put more information in there to help us again automate these processes. So let me know in the comments if you're interested in stuff like that. If I'm speaking too crazy or talking over your head, you can let me know that as well. But I figure while I'm doing that, I can use this opportunity to kind of stream and catch up with everybody. So if you have any questions, just leave it in the comment section and I will definitely respond to those. Like I said, it's been a while since I've been able to kind of do one of these work with me live streams. Been working really hard at, getting processes and things done at the center, which is another reason why this idea came about. We had we had some interns and had some other folks helping out here, and because of college and things going on, that dropped off. So we want to make sure, we want to try to get some of these processes that we do on a daily or weekly basis automated, so it makes my life easier. um, if you're in the chat, let me know if the music is too loud. um, I was messing around with the speakers and stuff like that, doing some troubleshooting earlier because it wouldn't work properly. And now that we got it working, like I said, I just picked the channel and I was like, hey, kind of like the music. So we just started vibing out a little bit. So again, if the music is overpowering my voice, let me know. Um, but yeah, so what's everybody working on this week? While I get my stuff set up here, let me know in the chat what everybody's working on this week. What projects are you working on? What goals you want to get? Tomorrow starts a new month. I know it's exciting for some, it's scary for others, especially with everything that's going on with the possibility of a shutdown and stuff like that. I'm just gonna say keep your head up and find ways to keep pushing. Right? Don't let what's happening outside um, deter you too much. It's impossible to say don't let it, like ignore it all, because we have to pay attention to what's going on in the world. But we also got to find ways to um, move forward. One thing I tell my family, my kids, my niece, it's definitely okay and healthy for you to get pissed off and rant and complain and scream into the ether and cry or whatever you got to do. But shortly after that, the plan is to figure out how to move forward, and that's essentially what we're going to have to do here, regardless of how you feel or what your views are or whatever. I'm pretty sure there's something out there that you don't necessarily agree with, or or something that you feel is possibly keeping you back or holding you down. So you know take that energy to to build something that's going to help you improve. Right? It may not help today, it may not help immediately. I'm not going to sit here and you know feed you the nonsense of you know your life will turn right around overnight. But Kron was good, but it's basically stay ready so you don't have to get ready. you know um I keep talking about one of these days I'm gonna sit down and um, record and just hit record and just talk about my process the last 2 years. Um, and I fully intend on doing that, but you know, um, the last couple of years, I mean, even currently, it's definitely it's definitely been challenging. Right, some days are easier than others, but it's definitely like it ain't what it used to be. Let's just put it that way. What's good? What's good, sir? Kron, I don't know if she's still in the chat, but there's this woman named Ladera Jackson in the chat, and I had to kind of tell her she had to ease up. Can't be talking to me crazy on here. I'm a married man, so. So so what I'm doing right now, like I said, I no, I think I'm good. I mean, it ain't like I ain't popping right now. I think I'm okay. You can let me know if the music is too loud. 'Cause like I said, I was troubled. I was doing some tweaking with the speakers, and then like I said, I found this channel that was just kind of vibing out. So anyway, what else could I what other gems can I part on y'all today? Like I said, right now what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to find these I found a yep, I most certainly do. um I've been messing with, so basically, sorry, I've been researching the automation process, and I came across a tool called NAN. I'm pretty sure some people know what it is, others may not, but NAN. Hold on, come on. Let's see. So NAN is a tool for workflow automation, right? So let's just go ahead and share. I'm gonna share my screen real quick so you can see what we're talking about here. No, make this larger. There we go. So if you go to nan.io, it says flexible AI workflow automation for technical teams. So again, here you can do things. It's showing you what you can do from IT operations, create user form. You can use an AI agent to um, filter out that information, right? Who's creating this? Who sent this create user? Is the user a manager? If they are, you're going to add them to a channel. If they're not, you can update their user profile, right? So it's kind of ways just to streamline some everyday things, right? Security operations. If there's a new issue, you can extract the IP address and the domain, right? And then you can run it through virus scan. Um, to get a report on that domain. This is actually one that I'm actually working on privately to tweak some things for what we're doing with Alpha Cybersecurity. Um, right, DevOps. You can create information from webhooks to create different responses. So these are a lot of things that you can do with automation. And then the crazy thing is they have a paid version for it, right? So you can start with a starter pack or whatever. But I'm cheap. So I did find a way, or I did find the GitHub channel or to actually create it on your own. And then there's several different ways you can run it. You can run it on um, you can run it on a VPS or a virtual private server. You can use a service like Hostinger um, to host it, or you can host it locally. And like I mentioned before, I chose to host it locally. So what I did was I have a couple um, PCs or mini PCs that I use for different things. For like caching my game updates and things, kind of speed up the process. Um, to what else do I use it for? There's a bunch of different things I have these servers for. But what I wanted to do was I wanted to create my own server, and but I also want to be able to access it from wherever I am. So I used one of my existing domains and created a subdomain for it. And now, because of that, I'll just show you real quick. I'll share my screen again. So if you can see here, I've actually created my own domain. I created my own private NAN server, so I can access it. It's fully secure and encrypted, and I can access this like a regular website. But it's like I said, but it's hosted privately, so I can shut it down when I need, or um, whatever, or just keep it secure. So again, with that, I've started looking at different processes and different things I can do. You know what? Give me 1 second. I will be right back. All right, y'all. We're back. Um, so in building out the server, like I said, the idea is to just think of the realm of possibilities, the things that you can do, right? So, like I showed you before on the NAN website, there are literally, I don't think I showed that, but there are literally like, I want to say almost probably thousands of things you can do with NAN, right? Let's just show a couple, right? You can build AI agents. I'm trying to find the actual list. But I mean, you can, like I said, you can build out your own AI agent to, here you go, all the templates. So you can build out, uh, you can uh, build out a personal AI assistant with Telegram voice and text. So think of Jarvis essentially, right? You can build out your own AI assistant, and use an app like Telegram to tell it what you need, and then it can get that information. Now, some of these agents aren't 100% free. Some of these things are going to require paid access to things like Chat GPT, or if you're using like an image generation tool like Midjourney or something like Poppy AI. Like these are going to require paid versions of them, because what's going to end up happening is you're going to use their APIs to connect to your NAN workflow. And if you aren't familiar with what APIs are, you're in the right place, because I also work in application security as an API pen tester. So think of APIs essentially as just one piece of software, one piece of code that's going to talk to another piece of code, right? You want, come on, let's go. Stop it. So, this is my first. I haven't been using I haven't been using I haven't been using Restream's platform directly lately. I've been using OBS, but like I said, think of when you think of APIs, think of, like I said, one piece of code that talks to another piece of code, right? So if you use an app like I don't know, use an app like Uber, right? Uber is a bunch of different APIs. They have an API for the map. They have an API for the chat bot, or the chat the chat platform to connect to communicate with the driver. They have an API for the payments, right? So these are all different APIs, um, right? So think of it, and again, another way to think of APIs is just to think of APIs like like you when you use a vending machine, or when you go to a restaurant, right? You go to a restaurant, you go to a waiter, order your food. Waiter goes to the back, gives your order to the chef. Chef cooks up the meal, your order, prepares it, gives it back to the waiter. Waiter delivers it back to you, right? In that situation, the waiter would be the API. You're going to make your request, and then from there they get the information and bring it back to you. All right. Same thing with what's going on. Same thing with like the forgot the other example I just said. Oh, the vending machine, right? So you go to a vending machine, you put your information, you use your payment method or whatever, but then you press the button, and then that button is associated to whatever you're using the vending machine for, right? So if you're getting a drink or you're getting a snack or something like that, right? So click C4. C4 is a bag of chips, right? That's the API. So the vending machine, you're inputting your request, right? The vending machine processes that, grabs it, grabs your order, and then delivers it to you. So that's essentially what's going to end up happening here, right? You're going to use the API access for a lot of these other tools, and from there, hold on. Why is it so loud? Yeah, we're going to use that access to. Yeah, you're going to use that API access to whatever tool it is you're using. So, because I'm cheap, we're going to try to use as much free as possible. All right. So let's see. Let's think of some projects we can create. Now, I am not. Let me go on and give a disclaimer. I am not promising that we will get a whole thing done today. I don't know if that's even possible, but we're going to try. Okay. We got a couple hours, and we're going to give it a shot. But let's just let's just look at some of the things that you can. Oh nope, this is our stuff. I want to replace it. There we go. Hold on. Sorry, having a conversation with my wife and my daughter. All right. So, like I said, again, you can build your own personal AI assistant. You can chat with your local LLM, right, using NAN and Olama. So, just to give you um, an idea, we're going to do this in the future because we're going to build our own private LLM with Olama. Let's see what else. This one is just automating labeling with Gmail and the Gmail API. Okay. Let's see. AI chatbots, right? So again, another personal assistant. Um, right. You have ones like RAG, right, or retrieval augmented generation. So this is essentially a process that it will be able to combine any information that it retrieves from the internet with their AI model to produce better responses, right? So everybody knows that AI isn't the most reliable, but you can actually tweak it, and essentially that is what you would be doing with a RAG, right? So it's going to get the information, it's going to search for whatever information that you requested, right? It's going to find things, it's going to find documents, or it's going to find stuff from websites based on whatever it is you're looking for. Then it's going to get the up to date information and combine it with your original query to be able to create an improved, like, comprehensive prompt. Okay, and then after it creates that, after it improves on the prompt you created, it'll then use that to create a more informed, accurate response, right? So you know how some folks they go into Chat GPT and they might just hold on. Let's, so you know how some folks go into Chat GPT and like use it like almost like a simple, a basic Google request. What the RAG will do is get the information based on whatever your simple request was and figure out how to generate a better a better request to give you um, a better output, right? So that's what RAGs are. All right, so let's see. Think what I want to do an image generation one today. So we're going to look at a couple videos because why not? Again, the information is free, so we're going to do that. And then the other thing is, if If you don't already know about it, sign up for a free account on Skool. These are communities that share information. So a lot of it is free, but and then a lot of it there is a lot of paid stuff too. But again, it's the process of sharing information and improving on those skills. We will be building a school community and launching it. The goal is to launch it um, January 2026. So, like I said, we got a lot of work to do, and we have October, November, and December. So we have 3 months. All right, guys. But that's why we're on here doing this stream, because I want to be able to. I want y'all to hold me accountable, and I want to be able to hold y'all accountable too. So, like I said, especially if we're going to get back to the AppSec rabbit hole and things like that, and get to some more of the fun stuff. All right. So let's see. There was a video I saw the other day that was really informative, and of course, you know how it works. You see it the one time, and now when you go looking for it, you can't find it. What? This is this is not the one I was looking for. But where are we at? So we're gonna find it, y'all. We're gonna find it. We're gonna find it, and then I'll even put it on stream because I don't plan on keeping all of this stuff up anyway. And I know I'm probably gonna get some type of strike because it's gonna be like, oh, you're using stuff, even though fair use is a thing. But like I said before, if you want to know how I did it, if you want to know how I created the secure tunnel in Cloudflare to to get the encryption, let me know if you want me to make a video for that, and I will, or we can even do a live stream. Okay. All right. So I think this might be it. All right. So, like I said, we are going to figure this out together, y'all. All right. Let me know if y'all can hear what's going on. So I'm gonna move my stuff over here. If y'all are putting things in the chat, just give me a second, since I'm gonna be looking at some videos and going back and forth into my workflow. All right, so we're gonna create. Let me share my screen. All right, so here you see. This is so ridiculous now. Whatever. Like, I want to be on screen here sharing it, but here, let's do this. There we go. That's better. And then I'm just gonna move myself. No, that's not what I wanted to do. I want to move. No. All right. Anyway, jeez. All right, so we're gonna call this test image image workflow. You can see I'm getting old because I'm throwing it in all caps. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and we're going to just go through the process real quick. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and actually the first thing I do know is, like I said, we have to create a trigger, right? So whatever you're doing, the trigger is gonna be um, what triggers the action. So we're gonna test out our stuff first, and look, let's test that with. Hmm, let's trigger that with executing a command. So we're going to say ping dash c for 10.1.10.141. And then we're going to execute the step. I think I did the command wrong, because if we're pinging in Linux, then it's going to keep going unless you tell it. Hold on. Oh boy, let's try this again, y'all. I know it should be. It's ping dot. Why can't I remember the command? You see what happens when. I want to do a continuous ping. No, I did do it right. So again, so let's do this. We're gonna create a trigger. Make sure y'all can see me. All right, so we're gonna create a trigger, and then we're gonna command, and we're gonna drag it in here. Go back to our canvas. All right, so now the command. So now when we go in our command, we want it to be ping dash C. So I did. I think I did C4 and not C space 4. I think that's what I did wrong. Yep, that's exactly what I did wrong. 10.1.10.141. So this is going to be our steps. And now if we execute the workflow, there we go. Workflow was done successfully. And you'll see here, it did ping successfully. So we do know our stuff is connecting internally, but what about externally? Because remember I said um, we created a tunnel from our internal network. We created a secure tunnel, I should say, from our internal network to be able to access the internet. And as you can see, that also connected properly. We pinged alphaesportstech.com, and you see we got 4 responses, 0% packet loss. So so congratulations. We have created our first. We created our first thing. Hold on one second. How you doing, sir? Over here. Hold on. How you doing? How are you? All right. Give me one second. No need to instruct your toilet. Okay. Is everything okay, or are you just doing it for the wash up in the? Oh. Sorry about that. We have maintenance coming in. All right. So again, so we executed. So we have our workflow, right? So let's just move this back over here. So we know that it's connecting. We're able to ping it. So now essentially what we could do here is we could create a trigger to say we want this to happen daily, right? So again, imagine if you were able to run a a script daily to try and connect to different things. So right. So as simple as just a ping scan, yeah. But imagine if you could do more with it. And that's what we're gonna do. All right. Thank you, man. All right, have a good night. What do you do here? Hold on one second. So we do gaming and technology education. So we do tech, STEM, cybersecurity classes and workshops, but then we also do gaming for kids and adults, so they can come game hourly. We have competitive programs. We do tournaments, and then we also teach different classes. Yeah. I might come to learn because I'm a stupid in computer. I'll be here. All right. Y'all have a good night. All right. So like I said, so we're gonna go through the process of yo. Uh, that's funny. I don't think I can show that, but anyway. So we're gonna go ahead. So again, behind the scenes, um, I've I've added some different things to my any an instance that's going to allow me to try to do what I'm attempting to do. That being said, I'm sure there's other ways around it. But again, if you want to see the whole process, let me know. I can create a video. We can do a workshop. Just let me know in the comments, okay? Because I don't want anybody to try to emulate this and go, hey, it's not working for me. Well, like I said, I've already been tweaking and working on it a little bit. So all right, so I just want to check something else. All right, so I just want to make sure that that's working. That is working perfectly. All right, so like I said, so we're going to go ahead and try to create some images. Hold on, guys. Oh, oh, you jerk. Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second, y'all. So again, like I said, I was trying to check out a video, but it's one of those you can do this and then but then you're gonna have to pay. So let me just double check something real quick. Do 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 do. Do do do. All right, so we're gonna. Okay, all right. All right, so I need to do some digging here. This is why it's good to. That's upsetting. So let me just. All right, give me 1 more second, y'all. Mhm. That's wild. All right. So we're gonna have to do. We're gonna have to pivot a little bit, y'all. We're gonna have to pivot. We're gonna have to pivot. So we're gonna have to pivot. We're gonna have to pivot. We're gonna have to pivot. again, it's the worst when you try to you find something before and it's like, oh, I gotta save this, and then now you go, you can't find it. Where are we? 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 You know what? Maybe it's on my other channel. Did I save it over here? No, stop talking. Stop talking. Did I save it over here? Like, it's crazy because again, there's like, you have this. I have this whole thing, and I'm this whole evil genius plan, and now it's like it's time to put it in motion, and I can't find the filth, Flarn filth tool things I was referencing. Is it this one? We should have did the. We should have did the LLM first. That's what we should have did. All right, look here, but we're gonna try something real quick because again, oh, what? What are you doing? This what? I don't. I'm. go. I know what I'm going to do. I apologize, y'all. I really do. I'm so sorry. Thought there would be some more action going on here, but we're gonna get it. We're gonna get through it. Ow. Okay. Hmm. Yo, I'm mad now. I'm mad now. Oh no. All right. We're gonna try one more thing. We're gonna look at one more thing, and then if I can't get it for y'all, then y'all can leave me. Fam, this is irritating me because I can't find it now. All right. The horrors of live streaming, y'all. The horrors of live streaming. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna drop because, like I said, it's not working how I wanted it to get it working. I don't want to just. Mm, 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 hold on. Yeah, they're not giving. Okay. All right, y'all. I promise I'm gonna have to come back another day. But yeah, that irritates me. Um, let me let me get this. Yeah, let me do this. All right, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna drop off. Y'all have a good night. I'm gonna figure out what the issue is, why I can't find a thing. 'Cause like I said, I had a whole video that I was gonna reference because I wanted to try to do it live with y'all, but everything that I'm seeing here looks like there's a couple other things that I gotta do from the standpoint of either paying or something like that, and I really can't find the one I was looking for. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna drop. I'll talk to y'all later.